Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. So we're back in Portugal, and in today's video we're going to show you around the area where we're staying, and we're going to show you why we love Portugal so much. So yeah, we're back in Portugal. We're so happy to be back, honestly. Portugal is one of our favourite places. We actually spent a lot of time here over the last few years. So yeah, we're staying in an area called Portimao. It's actually where we always stay. When we first came, we got in touch with an apartment manager here, and we always use him, and he always sorts us out with a really lovely apartment. So yeah, we just love it. It's like a home away from home. We love coming over here to relax. But yeah, if you know Portugal, there's so many beautiful parts to visit. I mean, we visited them all when we were here. We did a 6-month stint, and we have so many videos of our time here as well. We have a whole playlist. Actually, we linked them in this video, so you can go and watch them if you're interested. But in today's video, we're actually going to explore Praia da Rocha. We're on our way there now. So in our last video, and the last time we were here, we did Praia da Rocha, and it was in a lockdown. So yeah, it's completely different now. We're into peak season. The place is buzzing. So yeah, it's like a completely different place. So we're just going to go down and show you around.
I suppose what's interesting about two people like me and Samantha who constantly travel to new places all the time, that we always come back to the same place in Portugal. And the initial reason was basically just like geography. Portimao and Praia da Rocha seemed like the centre of the Algarve, which gave us great access to surrounding areas like Lagos and Alvar and Villamora and Albufeira and places like that. But now that we've kept coming back here, we actually have fallen in love with it. We've fallen in love with the easygoing lifestyle that's here. Of course, the weather is fantastic. It's still a little bit windy, which was a bit like that in Spain, which is a bit strange for this time of year. But yeah, if you come to the Algarve, you'll know just how beautiful this place is. Some of the best beaches in the world. And yeah, just a really beautiful atmosphere and beautiful place. So yeah, even though it's really windy, it is still very hot. So the wind is actually a nice cool down when it doesn't get too annoying. Yeah, so we're in about the 25 degrees, I think, is the max temperature that I've reached since we've been here. But I looked on the weather app, and I think by the weekend now, coming into July, it's to reach 28 degrees. So yeah, if you're planning a trip in July, you're in for a treat. So yes, as Samantha said, we're heading down towards Praia da Rocha, the main part, the main town, and of course the main beach. But we are walking along this lovely kind of walkway that stretches right up alongside the coast, and then as you look down, you can actually see all these different little beaches just kind of plotted around. Now, Praia da Rocha does have the main beach. It's massive. We'll see it in a minute. But these beaches are actually where we prefer to stay and go and visit and swim in the sea. It's just beautiful. They're a bit more secluded, a little bit more private, and they're absolutely gorgeous.
Right, so we're just after walking into the beginning of Praia da Rocha strip. The strip actually goes on for quite a bit, and it's lined with, as you can guess, loads of restaurants, bars, cafes, little gift shops. Behind us here as well, I can see there's a lot of market stalls set up. Also in this area we have plenty of beachfront hotels and apartments. They're massive, there's loads of them. Now we are staying about a 10-minute walk away, and ours is like in more of a residential sort of block. We love our apartment. We will give you a little tour of it later on when we go back. We're just walking up to a viewing point here, and it gives you an incredible view. It's actually looking over Praia da Rocha beach and then over the other side of Praia da Rocha as well. But we walked through a couple of the market stalls there, and I just seen a couple of signs with euro on them. So they're selling the likes of little bracelets and euro fridge magnets and things like that. So little gifts to bring home.
Okay, so yes, we've made it to a very popular viewing point here in Praia da Rocha, and the reason it's so popular is because it gives you incredible views. You can really see the outline of the coast here. It's absolutely gorgeous. The beach, the main beach, is what we were talking about, Praia da Rocha. It's massive, and it is full with a lot of people doing holiday activities, like they're playing beach volleyball, they're swimming in the sea, they're sunbathing, of course. It is quite a large beach, so although it does look like there's a lot of people there, it is quite spread out because it is so big. So you're not really on top of each other, which I think we always like anyway when it goes to a beach.
You can also get a really good view of the town here as well. So as I said earlier, it does actually stretch for a good bit, but there's steps as well that lead you down onto the beach. We're actually going to take a walk down them because there is a lovely boardwalk along the beach and it's lined with lovely beach bars, so we might stop in for a drink.
So we're just walking over to the other side of this viewing point where you can see the other beaches stretched along. So that's actually the direction that we came in. So we started up that way, but yeah, as you can see, it's just lined with just incredible beaches. And the thing about Portugal, like, one of the reasons we love it so much is because we always assume the best beaches in the world with Asia, but Portugal gives it a run for its money. It's got an unbelievably stunning coastline, and then you've got the famous Algarve cliffs, those golden cliffs that just pop out of nowhere and just give it an unbelievable backdrop.
I mean, look at that, like that is paradise. Right, so we've made it onto the boardwalk. So just FYI, if you are actually coming to Portugal, a lot of the beaches, especially here in this area that we're in, there's a lot of steps down onto the beach. So I don't know if you're coming away with kids maybe that are in buggies, just to, and you are a beach person, just to let you know. Now there is, I think down further down the strip, there's like a ramp that brings you down onto the beach, but the majority of it is like the steps that we just came down.
Yeah, that's probably one of the negatives, I guess you'd say, of this place. Obviously we love it, but there is one negative, which would probably be the steps for a lot of people. We actually don't mind it, but as Samantha said, if you've got kids and you're with, you know, a buggy or whatever, or you're of a certain age, you know, in this heat as well, it might not be ideal. But yeah, there is one ramp, isn't there?
There's one ramp, yeah.
So it's not off limits completely.
No. So yeah, you have the likes of all these beach bars. They're so nice, like you couldn't walk by them and not stop in for a drink. They're so nice, but as we walk along the beach as well, it's honestly one of the nicest beaches I've ever seen. The sand is proper powdery white sand. Right,
so inevitably we did have to stop for a drink. And we're in the middle of happy hour, which is the best news ever.
Oh yes, nice cheap drinks. They have some good deals on cocktails. There's like 2 for €8, and then depending on what cocktail that you're getting, and there's what we're getting 2 pints for €7. So the local beer that we love, there's Sagres and the Superbock, but we love the Superbock, and that's the one they have on draft. So happy days. 2 Superbock
pints.
Oh,
there it is.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Oh, now that is a good setting.
We're on our little deck chairs. It's real cute, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looking right out at the beach and people watching our favourite thing, walking along the boardwalk. People are walking their little dogs and all.
Right, okay, so as we said, we did get 2 pints of Superbock for €7. That is part of the happy hour. We'll just go through some prices for just some drinks outside of happy hour, just to give you an idea. Now bear in mind, it is a beachfront bar, so you're gonna pay for that, for the views of the beach and just the general atmosphere, so just keep that in mind. Cocktails are about €9 each. They can be a pina colada, a daiquiri, Sex on the Beach, Blue Lagoon, your typical cocktails, €9. You can also get tiki cocktails, where a little bit more expensive, they're about €13. We've also got non-alcoholic cocktails that you get for €5.90. Frozen cocktails, €12. Sangria, you're going to pay €14 for a jug, that's 1 litre, and then it goes up, you can get one for 1.5 litre, and that's €18. They have wine as well, it's €4 a glass. Yeah, and then they just have a variety of different kind of, they've got whiskies and they've got gins and they've got vodkas and things like that. And then beer, a pint is normally €4, so we're getting 2 for 7, so we're €1 off because it's happy hour.
So €4 not in happy hour is actually decent enough for a nice pint of Superbock, but as Keelan said, we got €1 off, so cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, so just to give you an idea of the prices of some food, because we actually just were having drinks, so we only got a drinks menu, but there's a food menu outside here. So you can get like a tuna, lettuce and tomato and onion baguette for €6. There's a few different baguettes they do, but they're in and around €6, €7 I see there. Some toasties, so you can get a cheese toastie for €4. Hamburgers, so plain hamburgers €5, and then you can get a lettuce, tomato, onion, cheese burger for €7. They also do hot dogs, so you can get a plain hot dog for €4, or you can get a lettuce, tomato, onion, cheese and crispy onion hot dog for €6. There's some pizzas as well on the menu there. A pepperoni pizza is €14. But yeah, there's loads more on the menu, but they're just like sort of snacky foods that you can get. So yeah, the boardwalk actually does stretch for much longer and it leads you to a lovely marina at the end. Now we're not going to walk that far, but this is the ramp that we were talking about earlier that you can walk up, and it sort of leads you into the middle of Praia da Rocha town, and we're going to walk back up through the town.
So yes, this little ramp here is ideal, especially if you don't fancy taking the steps. Right, we sort of made it into the centre of Praia da Rocha, so we're going to walk up. There is a little bit of a strip. There is some nightlife here. I mean, it wouldn't be as busy or as hectic as Albufeira maybe, but there definitely is some good nightlife here if that's your thing. It is generally a small enough strip. There is plenty of options, plenty of bars, plenty of restaurants, and it is very, very popular amongst tourists when they come to here. It's kind of like the hangout spot, if you like. I'm just walking up through it now. So as you've seen earlier, we were able to get happy hour prices, so that will tell you that it is the middle of the day, so it's still quite quiet. But as Samantha said earlier, we have been up and down this place so many times, and yeah, around 9-10 o'clock it starts to get really busy. A lot of people just enjoying themselves, people on holiday. So yeah, like I said, it's not a huge nightlife destination, but it does have some, which is a good thing.
So yeah, as you can see from our little walk down, there's no end to like restaurants and bars and things like that. There's actually a lot of like seafront restaurants as well. We've never tried them, so I can't recommend them, but they do look lovely. But there is a few recommendations that we have. And for food, one would be, if you love Indian food, there's a lovely Indian restaurant. It's a little bit hidden, but we will link the name here. They do gorgeous food and it's a really reasonable price. And then for party time and for drinks, we'd recommend the Irish Rover. It's actually just behind me here, but they have a live band on nearly every night of the week, and the place is always just buzzing and there's a great atmosphere in it. And then there's another place as well, it's called On the Rocks, and it's just up a little bit, and again, that just be like the Irish Rover. They have a live band on. It's great for the football games. It's great for atmosphere, and they also have a lovely seating area, and it sort of overlooks the beach. So yeah, they're just a couple of recommendations from us. And in case you're wondering as well about boat tours, there's actually a lot of signs up as well, so you can book boat tours, and one we would highly recommend doing is the Benadryl Caves. It's probably our favourite part of the Algarve. Honestly, it's unbelievable. We didn't do it this time, but we did it when we were here before, and it's just something that we'd highly recommend doing. And also, if you walk further then onto the marina, there is other boat tours and stuff that you can book.
So yeah, because Praia da Rocha is, sorry, it's getting a bit windy. Because Praia da Rocha is essentially a tourist part of Portimao, if you are looking for something a little bit more Portuguese, a little bit more authentic, you can actually take a trip down to Portimao, the centre of Portimao basically, in the town. You'll find that there it's a little bit more of a traditional vibe. You'll see a lot of locals will go and socialise down there. You might even get better prices as well for the likes of a Sagres or a Superboc, or maybe an omelette or something like that. We have been down before and it is very nice, very pretty to walk around. So yeah, if you're looking for more an authentic kind of Portuguese thing, well then definitely it's worthwhile checking out Portimao town. I think you'll enjoy it.
So we couldn't do this video without stopping in for one of our favourite traditional Portuguese desserts, and they're called pasta de natas. I hope I'm saying that right. But they're basically like little custard pastries, and they are so nice. So a nice little treat, and we have a coffee as well to go with it.
So there was only 3 pastel de natas left, and we took them, so sorry whoever was ever coming to the queue after us. But yeah, so the prices on the 2 coffees and then of course the 3 pastel de natas was €4.80, which I actually think is pretty decent.
They're so good. I think you can actually get these in Lidl's at home, but they're never as nice as what you can get them in Portugal.
So yeah, there's a little bit more of a close-up on them. They're kind of like an egg custard with like a pastry wrapped around, and then that's like caramel on top. As Samantha said, they are 10 out of 10. Worth coming to Portugal just for them. So yes, the pastel de natas, the coffee, went down to 3, €4.80. That's a really, really good price. Also as well, where it was located is away from the tourist area, if you like, so that's probably why it was a little bit cheaper. Also, we seen €2 points for happy hour, which again was cheaper again than the Boardwalk. So also a small beer was €1. So you're gonna do really well to beat that price. Again, that's what you're getting when you go to more like a smaller local kind of place. You're gonna get cheaper beers. We walk by that block of apartments every day, and I'm like, one day, look at them and the location. This is them here, and then this is the view.
Right, so we're back to where we began the vlog, and this is like our local beach. This is the closest beach to where we're staying. It's called Praia da Rocha, and it's probably one of our favourites. It's tiny, but as Keelan was saying earlier on, these are the type of beaches that we prefer. I know Praia da Rocha is massive and it is a beautiful beach, but this is sort of like a little hidden one. It's hidden in the cliffs, but there's a really cool little spot that we love. It's a little beach bar, small little hut, and it's the perfect place to have a drink. Pints, please. Hello, how are you?
Hola.
Good, how are you? What do you want to get? A supermarket?
Oh yeah.
Supermarket.
Yeah.
Do you open all year round?
No. In October.
October? It closes in October.
Yes.
And then what time of the year do you reopen?
We open generally in last year in June.
Okay.
But just, this is my one now, is that alright? She's gonna pour her own.
Right now. So, tilt the glass. Like so?
Yeah. Okay, more fast.
More fast?
To the end.
Okay.
Pull her right down, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Jeez, man, you could walk here.
I know, I would love a job here. And then...
Looks alright.
Does it look alright?
I think so, yeah. It's alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's good.
Cheers! We're on the Summersby apple, so refreshing.
How's your pint that you pulled?
It's lovely. Maybe it's even nicer because I pulled it myself. Oh, I wouldn't mind working here, I can tell you that. You'd never get sick of this view.
This is paradise, lads. Isn't it?
Oh yeah. Our favourite spot right beside the water. Nice and peaceful, away from everybody. But yeah, this is like a little hidden gem, so if you are in Praia da Rocha, just walk down a little bit. The promenade that we sort of walked up and where we began at the beginning of the vlog, if you walk down there and you'll come to the sign Praia da Rocha and walk down them steps and you'll find this little bar.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Okay, we've climbed back up the steps. They do get a bit harder after the points, but we're going to go to another spot that's actually very, very close to where we just were. It's also a nice little, I wouldn't say hidden gem, because there does be a good few people in it as well, but I don't think it's a typical place that a lot of tourists who come to Praia da Rocha would go to, because it is a little bit up from the main town.
But yeah, it's beautiful. So we were obviously below the cliffs there. Now we're going to have a drink above, actually on the cliffs, looking down, and just gives you really good views.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
You can hear the music on as well, so it's just a good spot to chill out and watch the sunset. So we got a lovely table with a view, because you don't always come. Sometimes it's actually quite popular, like, do you know what I mean, and especially to come for the sunset, so you don't always get a table on the edge. It is still lovely when you're sitting in, but this is a lovely spot we're after getting. So we've ordered drinks. I went for a small beer this time, and it's €2.50 for a small beer. Keelan went for the large beer, it's $4.50. We got a super bock, but like the prices, we're looking here through the menu, and they are actually reasonable enough considering where we are, because it's quite fancy. So you can get a glass of house wine for $3.50. You can get a pint of Guinness for $6.50. What else? A Summersby, I think that's a bottle of Summersby, €4. You can get a gin and tonic for €6. So yeah, they're the same sort of prices as what you'd pay in the town.
Okay.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So yeah, as we see here on the coast, one thing that we would recommend as well is that there is a lovely hike that you can do, or more of a coastal walk really, that you can go from here to Algarve, which is the next town over. The hike, I'm not too sure how long it took us. We actually did a video on it, so I'll link it in the description of this video, so go check it out if you're into that type of thing. I think it's a really nice hike. As we said, the coastline here is just absolutely stunning, so a walk like that is definitely worth doing. Of course, if you just want to visit Algarve, we also did some videos on that as well. Again, we'll leave them in the video link, but Algarve is another place that is worth checking out. We get an awful lot of comments on our Portuguese content recommending us to go there. Although we have been there several times, but yeah, we would recommend it as well if you're a first-time visitor to the Algarve, to go and check out Algarve as well. In a taxi, it probably takes about 5-6 minutes to get there. That's quite a nice town as well. It's just to the west of Praia da Rocha.
Okay, so let us give you a tour of our apartment in Portimao. So we're staying in a charming 1-bedroom apartment. Let's start with the living/dining area. So as you can see, it's incredibly spacious, featuring a versatile dinner and work table, a cosy L-shaped sofa, and a smart TV. The apartment feels very homely and cosy, and we love the fact that it's painted in bright colours. It makes the space feel even more open and inviting. As you can see, the kitchen is half open, allowing a clear view from the sitting room and vice versa. Although the kitchen is quite small, this open design makes it feel more connected and airy. In the kitchen, we have everything that we need: a cooker, an oven, a grill, a fridge and a freezer. Conveniently, Lidl and Aldi and Continent, a popular Portuguese supermarket, are all within walking distance, so we can easily stock up on groceries. The kitchen is well equipped with plenty of pots, pans and cutlery, making it perfect for cooking our favourite meals. We also have a washing machine, which is really handy. Now let's move on to the bedroom. It's simple yet lovely and fresh, with everything feeling quite new. There's plenty of wardrobe space, and the bedside lamps on each side of the bed add a nice touch. The bed itself is really comfortable, so we always get a good night's sleep. Next, this is our bathroom. We absolutely love the jacuzzi bath. It's such a relaxing feature. Now onto our main balcony. It's incredibly spacious and one of our favourite spots to chill. We've got an outdoor table and chairs, which is perfect for enjoying meals or just relaxing. There's even an outdoor hose, which is super handy for washing the sand off our shoes after a day at the beach. Speaking of the beach, it's less than a 5-minute walk away. Praia da Rocha, the main strip, is only a 10-minute walk away, so we're in a fantastic location. We also have access to a pool and sun loungers, and the best part is we often have it to ourselves since we're renting in a residential block of apartments. We've definitely fallen in love with this apartment. It ticks all the boxes for us for a stay in Portimao.
So thanks very much for watching our video here in Portimao. If you did like the video, please leave a thumbs up just to support us. We are making travel videos from all over the world, so make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for all of our future uploads. So once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.